Let your life reflect the faith you have in God. Fear nothing and pray about everything. Be strong. Trust God's words and trust the processes. You may be wondering why I say this God without any introduction. Before that, I am Bincymol. Welcome to our channel. One quotation that caught my attention as I was reading the other day was, "Let your life reflect the faith you have in God. Fear nothing and pray about everything. Be strong, trust God's words, and trust the processes." This quote made me think a lot more. Suddenly, I remembered a short story. Today, I just want to share that with you too. Then, let's move on to the story. Once, a man was chased by a tiger. He was running as hard as he could. At last, he reached at the edge of a cliff, and tiger was still behind him. Now, the man was at the end of the cliff with the tiger in front of him. When he saw down the cliff, he found that there was a branch growing out that side of the cliff just a few feet down. He jumped off the cliff and grabbed that branch. Just then a mouse came out of space near that branch and began to chew on the branch. Now, man was scared to see that. That was a thousand drop and he would sure be dead if he fell down from that high. Frightened man looked at the sky and yelled, "Dear God, please help me, please save me. I will do anything you ask me to do." Suddenly, a voice came blooming from sky and questioned, "You will do anything I ask?" Man was shocked to hear reply and replied back, "I will do anything, but please save me." Voice from sky replied, "There is only one way to save you, but it will take courage and faith. Can you do what I ask? Do you have faith?" Man was too scared to see that branch was getting loosened and tiger was still growling at him from top of the cliff. So he replied, "Please God, tell me what to do. I do whatever you say. Your will is my will." Voice from heaven said, "All right then, let's go off that branch." After a long silence, man looked down again, and 1,000 feet fall and certain death, and then looked up again and yelled, "Is anyone else up there?" It is a joke, but with an important lesson. Trust God with the whole heart. Without God, we lack eternal perspective. Our view is dim and our insight is confined by our narrow range of experience. It's about trusting God even when we can't see what's ahead for us. We must be willing to let go of life we have planned so as to have life that is waiting for us. Dear friend, many of us very similar to the person in this story. It is a state of looking into the face of God and crying only when last hope is fading. Here, the divine voice that the man heard was about to jump down. When he heard that, He stopped calling God and he asked again, "Is there anyone else to help me upstairs?" Isn't it the condition of each of us? Often the human voice is listened to again in addition to the divine voice. Dear one in Christ, may our faith in God increases. Pray with faith in the troublesome situations with confidence. Let me stop by repeating the first card. Let your life reflect the faith you have in God. Fear nothing and pray about everything. Be strong, trust God's words, and trust the processes. Thank you.